These are three things that I used to do a whole lot of when I was a kid. The mountain bike and the fixie are out in the shed, but you get the gist. Here's the deal. When I was younger, I did freestyle BMX, I did dirt jumping, I did mountain biking, not so much road biking, got into that a little bit later, which is why I got a fixed gear bike. Turns out they're really trendy. I was a big Haro advocate. All my BMX bikes were Haros. And I used to have a Haro Dave Mira bike that was a freestyle bike. That and this Haro AL 2.0 were at my parents' house. One of my nephews asked to borrow this bike, and I was thinking I never ride it, so sure, you can borrow it, that's fine by me. And I let him borrow it, and then all of a sudden my other bike disappeared. Well, this one showed back up at my parents' house, and they told me, come get your bike, it's sitting in the shed. So, okay. Well, I decided I wanted to kind of ride. I like riding bikes. I run, but I much prefer to ride bikes. So if I can ride a bike to and from work in the summer, that'd be cool. It'd be a lot more fun than driving the car. Save a little bit on gas. I do ride the scooter in the summer, but it's not fun to ride the scooter like a mile and a half each way. You really got to go out for a cruise on the scooter to really enjoy it. When you're just driving it like back and forth, it's not that much fun. It's more of a hassle, really. I have to get it out of the shed. I have to get it down the driveway past the car. Then I only get to drive it for a mile and a half. As soon as the smile starts to hit your face, you realize that, oh, I'm a half a mile from work, and then I'm going to be there for the next 8.5 hours. That's not the point here. The point here is, I want another BMX bike that's not made of aluminum. This is an aluminum, this is a racing frame. This is for BMX racing. I got this because I was dirt jumping with my Haro Zippo, which is a chromoly freestyle frame. And that was a bad idea because that frame, it's heavy because it's chrome. It's chromoly, it's steel. It's a steel frame. And yeah, I had pegs on it, and I wrecked one time, and I almost put a peg through my head. So I decided I needed a different bike, and at the recommendation of one of my friends that used to race BMX, he told me to get a aluminum racing frame to jump with. So I did that, and I rode this bike a lot. I definitely got my use out of this bike. But now I think I would rather a freestyle bike. So I think I'm going to clean this up, put it on the local Facebook pages, Craigslist, and see if I got any nibblers. Maybe I can get a little bit of money for it. I mean, the frame itself it's dirty, it's got some chips in the paint, but it's in great shape. The crank itself was actually, I don't see any branding on it. I don't remember the company. I know it was expensive. I did pay a decent amount of money for it. The chain's a little rusty, but everything else seems to be relatively good. Some of the hardware is probably rusty. I don't know if the tubes are any good. But I'm going to clean it up real quick. And I think I had a pump down. I have a pump. I have a bike pump somewhere. Yeah, it's right over there. Clean it up real quick, put some air in the tires, and maybe put a seat on it that's not so ridiculous. I think I might even have the original seat. I don't think I use it that much. I put this crazy specialized seat with the fire on it. These are all fixed gear parts. I have BMX parts somewhere. There may or may not be a box of BMX parts sitting someplace at my parents' house. Can't find it. I know the box has, I'm pretty sure the original seat to that bike, the original crank set for that bike, a bunch of pedals, probably a bunch of tubes, but we'll make do. We'll clean it up, see if we can get anything out of it. Guess I know why I had that sticker on there now. Kills cold and flu viruses. This will probably work a little bit better. I don't know how much of that you've seen. My porch light burned out and I don't have any replacement bulbs. But there's randomly broccoli all in the street. What's up with that? I'd like to say I can bunny hop a lot higher than I did. I don't know even know what you saw because, again, that light's out. I already checked, I don't have any more bulbs. I was afraid to bunny hop high because I didn't know if the tubes were going to hold or blow out. But I think the noise I was hearing was just because they hadn't had air in them in years. But yeah, bike seems to be fairly solid. Both rims are true. The back wheel, I think that was the freewheel making sound. It wasn't like making a grinding or a crunchy sound. It was just like kind of sticking. But it's either the bearings in the hub or the freewheel. I feel like it's the freewheel because if it spins in freewheel, it was fine. When you're cranking it, it made a sound, so I think it's just the actual freewheel itself. Now, if I could find that box of parts at my parents' house, yeah, I'm looking over here. They're not there. If I could find that box of parts at my parents' house, I'm 95% sure I have at least one freewheel in there, so I can swap it out and put a regular seat on here. I need to get some Goo Gone. Those stickers I took off the side left the adhesive on the side, and I don't have any Goo Gone. I could probably use rubbing alcohol, but it takes forever. Goo Gone it's so quick, so I'll get some of that. Hey, if you're looking for a aluminum frame BMX bike, I'll give you a good deal on one. This bike served me well, but it's just been sitting down here for ages, and yeah. I'll give you a good deal if you want it. If you're going to use it, just sitting down here. Hey, and if I can find the extra parts, I'll throw them in. Well, I've got a lot of editing to do. It's going to be a busy weekend, Super Bowl weekend. Everyone will be doing stuff, including me, but I will not be watching the game. I can honestly say I don't even know who's playing. And when you're seeing this, you'll probably see this on Sunday. So I have no idea who's playing in the Super Bowl right now or tonight, whenever you're watching this. I don't like sports. I know it's in this bag. Amy must have stuck it over here. It's kitty litter. I can remember back in college in one of my newspaper classes, for extra credit in on one of my exams, the teacher wanted to know who won that night's game in the World Series. And I couldn't even tell you who was playing in the World Series that year. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can like by giving me a big thumbs up. You can subscribe by hitting that big red button down below or clicking on my floating head at the end of this video. Thank you.